Hey guys, welcome back to WWEKhanToolz, leaving you some huge breaking news and some huge backstage news coming up on your way right now. So anyway, as you heard about The Rock's new movie Hercules, which I'm going to be watching next week, probably this week. It looks awesome. He actually promoted the film, and he was in this huge interview with this guy, and this guy was talking about with him about WWE and his future and a match against a lot of people and a series of matches and all that information the interview got out from The Rock, and also we got it out from The Rock as well, that if he's going to come back to the WWE. So this is huge, guys. This is huge news. So if you don't want to know who The Rock could possibly face for next year, or when he'll come back, then I suggest you to not watch this video and just forget about it. But if you are one of those people that want to know straight away, I suggest you watch this video and listen. So anyway, the guy was called Chris Van Vliet, and he spoke with The Rock while he was promoting Hercules this weekend, and he also asked if The Rock returns to WWE, will it be for one match or a series of matches? The Rock answered that it's all of the above. The one match 3 or 4 years ago that he started talking about with Vince turned into a 3-year run, so no one actually knows. So he doesn't really know what's really going to happen, but he would love to go back and find out. And after last year's WrestleMania match against John Cena, the idea was to put on a great match for next year's WrestleMania, which means this year's WrestleMania 30, against Brock Lesnar. But then he got hurt, so that plan was completely cancelled, and he is now in plans to do something with the which he's basically, he teased that he will be going back, and he's saying that he is now in plans to do something with the which he's not going to say, and started laughing. But it should be a cool match. So from that, we got the fact that Rock will be going back to face someone, and it describes it as a cool match. So whenever he goes back, if it is a match, it's gonna be right in terms of who is the value player that really makes sense. And that time he went back. John Cena was the number one guy in the world. So we have to see. So from that, we got something huge, that The Rock has negotiated with Vince and the company by going back, and we got something huge. He could be going back, so that's something huge. Something even bigger. The guy asked as well. Chris asked The Rock, would a match against Roman Reigns make sense? He said, The Rock replied, I don't know if that match really makes sense right now, because he is not their top heel right now. He is their top face. So you would look at that, unless if he went in as a heel and that Reigns was a babyface. So that's something huge, that if The Rock would go back to build up a match against Roman Reigns, The Rock would return as a heel, and Roman Reigns would be as a top babyface. So the whole headline is that The Rock could be going back as a heel to face a top babyface. Also, there was a huge update and some details of how he made his appearance for WrestleMania 30. He said that it was a secret. He said that by not posting anything, and he said that he came in literally hours before, and it's one of those things where it was a very last minute decision, and he described it as an amazing night, and that there's no greater feeling as a performer, and that the connection with the audience. So that was the interview, and that was huge. I think this is pretty bonkers news. This is pretty shocking news, and this is going to be something very useful for us to keep in our minds. And for the good news, people hoping for The Rock to go back, I think people are going to get their wish. I think The Rock's going to be back for next year's WrestleMania, which is great news, since, a lot of things have happened, like CM Punk leaving, a lot of people getting released, WWE going low in budgets, everything. So The Rock coming back and save the day, huge. And facing someone like Lesnar or Roman Reigns or possibly even Sting. I'm not really sure, but I think that if The Rock goes in as a heel and faces Roman Reigns, that would be awesome. I think the Hollywood Rock heel person, that would be brilliant, and bring back the heel attitude and the heel jacket as well. That would be awesome. I really would love that, and so would the fans as well. I'm not sure about you guys, but this would be awesome. So good news, I'd say. I think this could be very useful. But the whole thing we got out from that, the whole thing we found out from that interview is that The Rock is planning on facing a particular person for next year's WrestleMania. And he never really mentioned it because he can't tell anyone, and that it's kind of a secret, so he doesn't want to tell anyone, otherwise it would spoil the whole thing. So The Rock could be going back for WrestleMania 31, and the fact that he could be a heel if it was against Roman Reigns. So anyway, I want to hear what you guys thought about that. I want to hear you guys what you think The Rock, if The Rock ever came back, would he and who would he face, and what character would he be? Would he be returning as a face still, or would he turn heel for the first time since years? So comment below, and I'll see you guys very soon. So rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace.